Are you struggling to lose weight in menopause? I definitely was, for sure. It still is definitely when I hit menopause, I tell you what, your whole body changes from what it used to be. There's no more, you don't want to be thinking, eat less, exercise more, because that probably used to work when you were younger, but it doesn't now. I tell you what, when you get into menopause, it's a whole new ball game. But you're not alone, and there's definitely a way forward, all right? So don't lose hope, because you are the CEO of your own health. But you just got to be a little bit you've got to, flip the hood a little bit and have a little look at what's underneath the bonnet, because sometimes you have to just look at some health parameters as well too, and we'll go through that maybe another time. But all I know, there's lots of things why we're not losing weight, and it has to do with menopause and the hormonal shifts. Hormonal shifts, they really do slow down your metabolism, and slows down and slows down your metabolism and stores as fat. Like your fat storage, increases as well. And it's really frustrating. That's what I found with myself. It frustrated the living crap out of me, because what I used to do, and I used to do to follow this program, and things just weren't working what they used to. So I had to tweak it. I've had to do a lot of work on myself and what works for me and what doesn't. And I think a lot of women, they get disillusioned because they try diet after diet after diet. And what used to work, which was eating less and exercising more, doesn't work anymore. So, the hormonal shifts, it's inevitable. It really is inevitable. I've been doing a little bit of work on this and a little bit of learning around metabolic health, and also how, menopause affects your weight distribution, and your body does change. But hormonal shifts are another one. And I'm learning a little bit about this, and I'll probably chime in on here later on in the next few months around it, because with what I'm learning, I'm educating people around that as well, including myself. And the second one is you do become more insulin resistant because of the hormonal shifts. So it is really, really important to really cut out the sugar now, and cut out the foods that skyrocket your blood sugar. You've really got to get it under control, or else it's just going to be a compound effect, and you're just going to keep putting on weight. You're going to have to really focus. Basically, that's what you're going to have to do. Really focus in on your health. But by this age, and this, in our 50s, the kids should be growing up. We've got a bit more time. And it's time for you. It's time for you to look after yourself. That's what I'm going to say. And the third one is really increasing your muscle mass, because the more muscle mass you have, the more body fat you can burn. And as we age, the muscle mass drops as well too. So, it's really more important to do, eat more protein, because protein builds muscle, but also, strength training builds muscle as well too. So it is really important to, look at that as well. But really, menopause definitely changes the game. But you can still win. You certainly can still win, but you've got it needs to be individualized for you, because anyone can follow a program, but there's so many reasons why people stop following a program. I've got a few ladies that have been coming to my boxing, and they've all got sick, and they said, "Oh, sorry, it's taken me for so long to get around to it. I just, it's hard. It's hard going after you've been sick." And I said, "Yeah, and that's why people fall off, because they've got to get back into the habits." It's all about habits in the end, and you got to be able to put those habits into your lifestyle permanently, and that's what I do, and I help you do. And once you get back into the habits, you can get back on that wagon again. So just DM me if you need a plan that works in this stage of life. Menopause. I don't think no one really truly understands it until they actually go through it. When I was younger, I used to coach people, but never really truly understand menopausal women, and I could never really help them properly. But now I can, because I've been going through it myself. I'm going to tell you that right now. No one can understand it until they go through it themselves. So lean in on the people that have done the stuff that you want to do. So yeah, great catching up with you guys, and we'll see you next week for Wellness Wednesday. Ciao.